Welcome, you absolute legends. I am Fun with Fraser. I am Pete. I am back, and today I'm going to talk about one of the biggest lines that is going in the designer world. It's Armani's Strong with You. So I'm going to do a buyer's guide of what's there and what's to come out. And I think the way it's going with the Armani ones, I honestly believe that next year will be a flanker, and a year after that will be a flanker because this one is going really well. So I'm going to start off with the originator. The original, Stronger With You, which was released in 2017. Oh, and it's still nice today. And this was when it started having more like chestnuts and all this sort of stuff, and caramel and all this sort of stuff that it was going into fragrances. And this kind of was one of the starting points for that. Now, sorry, but I'm going to get a little bit high. This one starts out with some main notes are cardamom, pineapple, cinnamon, chestnut and a bit of vanilla in there. But again, a great fragrance. As you can see, I've had a little dent into it, but I've had it for about 3-4 years. I have had a good old dent at this. Yeah, like I say, the originator was the one that started off all the flankers. And there's a 6 in this line. And I'm going to give my opinion. I honestly think this is the second to worst on out of the whole lot. However, it's still a cracking good scent. This can be worn pretty much all year round. It's office safe. It can be worn in most situations. Again, you can even wear it on date night. So it's not a bad fragrance overall. But out of the whole line, for me personally, it's the second to worst last one. But like I say, still good fragrance. You can get it pretty much everywhere at the moment. The only thing I will say about this one and the whole of the line is because it's Armani, they charge you more than you would like probably sometimes. But what are you going to do? They don't get discounted much at discounters either. So that's the first one, Stronger With You. Then we went to the world of 2019, where they came out with Intensely. And Intensely was literally what it meant. It was more powerful. It was almost like an EDP version of this. Oh. This is where they went more like spices, like pink pepper, violet, amber and suede. Again, cracking fragrance. Can't go wrong with this. I think for the price point, again, you're getting a quality juice. It's probably in my top 3 favourites out of this. I know it's a tough 3-way battle for the top of this, and I'll tell you the other 2 what I think about it. But again, I would probably more wear this for going out in the evening, and it's definitely a fall and winter type of fragrance. So if you wanted the EDT, that's pretty much all year round. You can wear it pretty much any way you want. This is fall and winter where it's a little bit cooler, works really well, definitely gets you compliments. The whole line gets you compliments, and I'll be honest with you. So again, it's a great compliment factor of this. This one, again, great fragrance. So that's the second one in the line. Then the third one came out, and this one is the one I'm a bit concerned about. It's the Freeze one, and again, love the frosty glass on it. And again, this was meant to be like the spring, going to spring summer type fragrance. Again, ginger lime, chestnut, and gaiac wood was the reason that it was. But what it does is it's quite amazing when it goes from the ginger and lime pop on the top. It then changes quite a lot, and for some reason, people really, I don't know why, couldn't get their head around it. But this, for me, is up there with all of them. This is one of the better ones that they've released. Now, you can still get this as of right now, and I've seen it in the shops even now. But with the newest flanker, and I'll tell you about that in a minute, this one could be getting axed. So if you do want a really good citrusy, gourmand fragrance, this is fantastic. It's so underrated. It's unbelievable. So that's Armani Strong With You. That's the third one in the line. Then we went a little bit Middle Eastern with this one. And then we went to Strong With You, Leather. Again, this one. It's just incredible. It's got oud, leather, lavender, sage, and then obviously the chestnut, the vanilla, all the rest of it. And for some reason, I don't know why, I think they only made this a limited time release. Now, this is the hardest one to find out the whole line. If you can find this and you're not going to willing to break your bank account, I do say this all the time, don't break your bank account. This one is sensational. I would say it's up there with Intensely Absolute and Freeze. All four of those are my top four, and I couldn't tell you what four I would go with, but this one's right up there. Again, amazing fragrance, but again, this is the hardest one to find because I think it was only a limited amount of stock they did. So if you do find this one and you think, oh, I'm not sure, just pick it up. I promise you, this is just amazing. It works so well in fall and especially well in winter. When the colder it is, the better this performs. So that's amazing. Then we went on to last year where they decided to go, well, we're going to make an absolutely. And then this time what they've done is, just have a moment because that's just amazing. They decided to go with a rum in it, and then rum, and then it's got some cedars, some patchouli, and some bergamot. But the bergamot doesn't really come out that much, but it's all about that rum, and it makes you smell like really. This is the one thing I will say about this one. You can dress it up, dress it down. You could wear a suit, rock this. You could wear it with jeans, slightly ripped jeans, t-shirt, that sort of stuff. You'd still smell amazing. So this is kind of a good one to have. But again, it's still fall and winter. It's still going to work best then. Even the early days of spring when it's still a bit cool out there, you can still rock this. And they're definitely a date night fragrance. You can wear it, or going out fragrance. Again, fantastic for that. And then we decided to go into the new flanker, which I've done a full review of as well, and I've done a full review of the Intensely as well. They went with Strong With You only. Now again, is it a bad fragrance? No, I don't say it's a bad fragrance. It's not my favourite out of the line. This is probably my least favourite out of the whole line. And even though it's a new release, I honestly think this will still get lots of attention. It'll work really well because basically what they've done is stripped everything back, and it's just more chilled out version. It's supposed to be replacing Freeze, which I think will happen, but it's a very grapefruit up top, which is really predominant there. Really, like it sticks out like a sore thumb. Grapefruit, the lavender, geranium, and lavender, and obviously the chestnut and vanilla is all in there. But this one, for me, it's not my favourite. Like I say, the toss up between the four. I said absolutely leather, Intensity, and Freeze, and depending on what my mood is. But this one, I still think will work. I still think it will work very well in the spring and summer. And to be honest with you, I will try it a bit more in the summer when it warms up and see how it does perform in the weather, because I don't know yet. It's only been out, what, a month? But this one, like I say, my least is my favourite, but like I say, I think it'll still get compliments and it'll still do a good job. So the whole line in general is great. Like I say, the hardest one to find is leather. If you find it, pick it up. I promise you, you'll not be disappointed. But all the rest of them are so easy to find. They're everywhere at the moment, so there's no reason to be worried apart from Freeze. And the Freeze is the one I think will get axed first. But as of right now, you can get them all. If you see in the future of this video and it's not there anymore, I'm sorry, I've told you what it is now. My scent of the day, I decided to go with some Azara Chrome Legend. I thought, you know what? It's warming up in England and it's getting a bit nicer, so I just thought a little bit of a fresh fragrance. So there you go. Right, so there you have it. The Stronger With You line from Armani. Honestly, they're all great. I'm not going to lie, they're all fantastic. But like I say, only and then the EDT are the worst two. The other four, they could have a fight out, and I'd say all of them are great. Like I said, the leather's the hardest to get. So let me know in the comments what your thoughts of the Stronger With You line. If you want a top 10 list, a fragrance review, or a question, anything you like, hit me up. As always, I'm on Instagram for my fragrances. And as always, you absolute legends. Smell amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.